Good morning, everybody. I slept in a little bit, which was great. I believe my wife is making me get sick, which is lame, but here we are. I'll try to fix that, get a little extra sleep, take a little extra vitamin C and whatnot. That's what I do when I start to feel a little crappy. I don't know what you do. But yeah. Alright, so on the daily, here we are in NQ. What a high wave at the moment. Opening below yesterday's bear candle, so just kind of like a retest, bearish retest for the day. Let me see what the Qs look like. Yeah, so similarly a bearish retest. Might it have retested already? Potentially. It might have. We'll take a look at it in the smaller time in a minute. Spy, what are you doing? Something completely different? Very cool of you. So they are more in a little bit of a bullish retest-ish, but it did kind of, it opened above yesterday's close, but we're all kind of within the same candle. Whereas for the Qs, we're not in the same candle. That's so fascinating. I don't know why this fascinates me, but it does. All right, so on the two hour, I just want to check and see if my random little lines that aren't really random, but they are to some extent, if they look like they're in a good little spot. I think so. I mean, you don't want to draw too many lines, right? Like, that's the thing. Too many lines, and it's just, why are you drawing so many lines? But, there you go. Max of 5 lines on the chart. I literally just made that up, so who knows? But yeah, so on the 1 hour, that's what it looks like. On 30 minutes. All right, 15 minutes. Okay, so looks like a nice open and then a plunge down. So this is theoretically the retest. This initial opening. Might it retest again and then continue down? Potentially. Could it just go back up from here? Yeah, that's also true. I'm just gonna pop back into the daily. Just nice potential head and shoulders. We do have room to go down a little bit more. And as is for the moment, we're in this high wavy but doji candle. But we're in the middle of the day, so who knows what'll happen. But sneezes for me. All right. Here we go. Thursday. How cool. October 27th. 8:15. Europe had some exciting stuff. It looks like in another 15 minutes we'll have some other exciting stuff. There's so much. I wonder if Europe had any response to, like if our trades had any response to Europe. So let's take a look. Let's go ahead and pop into that 5-minute, right? 8 a.m. I mean, it looks like a pretty swift change after this Morningstar reversal. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like a day full of news, really. Curious. Anyways, it's almost like I don't even want to trade until 8:30, after 8:30 anyways, because news. So I think that's a good plan. 8:30. Yeah, and then maybe there will be more stuff at 8:45. Just feels like a tough news day, at least at this time. So definitely just want to hang tight and see how these play out. That 8:30 is going to be really interesting. So that's where I'm at with my thoughts on what to do for the day. I mean, this might mean I don't get any trades in. Or I do, and they are swift and hopefully, well played. And bonus, of course, is to have them go right. Yeah, so. All right. Oh, I can do a little bit of work on some other stuff while we're waiting. Because sometimes I do that. Let's see. How should I do that? Let me fade to black really quick. Okay, so we're back. I don't know. It's an interesting feature. We're gonna work on that one of these days. But first I'm gonna work on all of the YouTube graphics, update that media, and see where we go. I think the truth of the matter, I am a person who explores a lot of things. One of my jobs is enjoying trading, and one of my jobs is being in private practice as a therapist, and one of my jobs is doing some social media, and opening a business and helping people do better in their lives, right? Like there's a lot of things going on. And so just trying to figure out if that's something anybody else wants. It's just a life variety of things, but actually fitting it all in. So proviewcaqh.org. All right. Anyway, so I'm working on getting one of my friends, co-workers, colleagues on as an approved provider under one of the groups that I'm part of. It's all very interesting, sort of. It's all also very boring at the same time. Here we go. Just having this chart up while we wait. Oh, my little dear, you gotta upload your professional liability insurance, but I actually do have that, so maybe I'll upload that for her while we're here. Anyways, okay. Got the ID that we need. All right. Boop, boo, boop, boop, boo. Cool. All right. Sweet, sweet. Bear candle ignored, potential. Look at this delta. So strong. Jeez. On NQ. Let's see what ES looks like. Little less, but still pretty out there. I like to look back at the signals to see how they were doing in terms of like trying to make trades and using delta as part of your trigger, because usually I'm looking for divergence and sometimes we don't get it. So I always like to see is there something that's like telling me completely off, or not really anything telling me anything at all. So here's something very nice, right? As price action started to move down on ES, so did delta, but price started to kind of move back into this little area right here. Delta came nowhere near that, so that would have been a moment that you could have been like, all right, let's get in bearish. Okay, it would have been a little creepy and worrisome here for a moment as delta kind of approached the same level that it was previously, while price action was maybe a little lower, maybe the same. Could have gotten a little dicey there for a second. I mean, you also could have just gone for a one band trade there and like been in and done, or you could have held and been like, heck yeah, how cool was that? So I do like that. What else? Dude. I do, for the reversal, I don't know that I would have taken it, but like, yeah, no, I wouldn't have taken it. But I mean, you kind of see a little bit of pause here for a moment, which usually means something. I'm not as good at trading those pauses, and maybe that's something I should pay attention to. But yeah, so then it just kind of took off. Boop, boop. You know, here we had a bit of divergence that maybe you could have taken back down again, and you would have been wrong. So, you know, signals aren't perfect. Curious about the same thing for NQ as we kind of hang tight through 8:30. And I feel like I should blow my nose and I should use the neti pot and do all the things. Okay, time for a little personal information. That was pretty clear, so maybe it's just allergies still, so I really need to up my allergy pill game. Fortunately, I have some allergy relief just hanging out right here, so I'll work on taking that. There's this little gnat that's really annoying, but okay, back to NQ. Here we go. From the open ish. NQ just does so much. So much. Okay, so nothing about this says we're about to fall down into the deep end. Nothing. Right, you have price action lowering, you have delta increasing, and then just falls. Here though, here we have reason for a reversal, right? We have price action, we have a low here, that's the low of delta, and then we have a new low. Delta does not follow, so that is an indication that you can kind of get in, right? Well, I mean, yeah, because I'm saying it, and if this is not how you trade, this is the signal. So then you could have gotten in and made some nice wins right there. Here, as we stand, Delta it's just not moving a whole lot, but a little bit. You know, it could go one way or the other. 8:30 happened. How exciting. So it looks like Delta's trying to make some continual moves up. So do we want to do something like that? We could do something like that. It's tiny. My stop looks tiny compared to these bars. You know, I'm just not seeing any, like, what I like to do is I want to play it off of divergence, not just because, like, oh, it looks like we're gonna keep going up. You know, because right now, what does it look like? It looks like freaking extended. That's what it looks like. NQ. But, you know, closing above, view up, like, that's good. Just kind of hanging out. Let's go to the 1 hour. You know, it's just sitting here at this, like, resistance area, and we gotta close above it, really, right? If I'm saying resistance is 35-ish. 35-ish. So, you know, it's just gently above it, but oh, and I haven't moved these. 27th, please. All right. Okay, so I mean, big bear candle, nice green candle, still inside the range of that opening 30-minute candle. This one's really cute right now. Of course, it just started, so of course it's really cute. Delta's doing that thing where it doesn't do anything, and maybe it'll, you know, we're always learning, hopefully. That. Maybe you could target view up right there, or view up on the 5-minute. 409. That wouldn't be very far, so definitely not worth the trade. I mean, other than the fact that, like, yeah, the range for the day has been so huge. I guess you could. Let me move this volume profile for the day as well. Gotta remember to include this in my morning. What should we call this? It's something, right? It's a word, I just don't remember what it is. It's like your morning setup or housekeeping. Housekeeping, right? If you go to a conference, they talk about, like, housekeeping rules. They're like, all right, here's the bathroom, there's snacks over here, here's my messages. So. Alright. Huh. So kind of like, let's scoot it over. Or maybe I could scoot it over here. There. Alright. Got a little tiny bit of a new low price action wise compared to this one. delta not as low, but like it's still forming, so I would not suggest basing anything off of that just quite. A low of 11.25 so far. Definitely feels like the range for the day calls for 40-point targets. Which, not my favorite. I could do micros and be able to have at least 2 contracts on. One of my favorite things about having 2 contracts on is that you have a little bit of options about when you're trying to place targets, and you know, you can put one and then another somewhere else. So, well, it's a good thing we were not in that trade. Just kidding. But again, not really a signal that I'm ever looking for. And I would have placed my order up here and we wouldn't have gotten tagged in, so. But it is something to keep in mind. Maybe this is a signal that we can test out. As soon as you start seeing some like, you know, it's a good time to get in. You have to be quick though, which I could be quicker. I really should get those keyboard hotkeys in, but for right now, I'm just placing orders on the screen as you see, like so. All right. So now, oh, okay, just continue down then. I'm really curious to see like what are we gonna do here? ES kind of breaking out of that range, right, the morning opening range, first 30 minutes of the day, made a new high. Makes sense for it to retest, for sure. NQ on the other hand did not break that range, and you know, this is such a big move. Sure, retest something. In some ways we could we could do this. That'd be fine. 50% here. Just get it all the way down there, maybe. But you know, with ES kind of pushing here, really, I feel like this is gonna hang out, and then it's still got a touch view up. It's got to. I mean, it really doesn't, but like I feel like it should. It got close, bouncing off the 10 EMA right now, but not quite. So, yeah, so I feel like this has a moment longer to kind of drop a little more. 8:45, we have whatever ECB stands for, European Central Bank, press conference held monthly about 45 minutes after the minimum bid rate is announced. What's up? The conference is approximately an hour long and has 2 parts. Firstly, a prepared statement is read, then the conference is open to press questions. The press conference examines the factors which affected the ECB's interest rate decision and deals with the overall economic outlook and inflation. Most importantly, it provides clues regarding future monetary policy. High levels of volatility can frequently be observed during the press conference as press questions lead to unscripted answers. So, I don't know, does that mean like we could see a bunch of different things? It's approximately an hour long, so we could just see all sorts of craziness as we're hanging out. Anyways, I'm gonna go actually let my dogs back inside the house really quickly, and then I'll be right back. I think you know, it should touch view up. And then we can kind of just see where it goes from there, right? Like, that's what I would think. This is cool. Oh, dang it. Alright, well, I was gonna try to leave a message, but this is a full screen page, so I can't. That's really lame. Anyways, whatever. I wrote, I think ES will hit view up before reversing bullish. If it does, it might not, but I'm gonna be right back. Remember, 3 minutes, the conference starts, and we might see an increase in volatility, even though today has already been pretty volatile. Alright, so going to get my dogs did not take very long. Looks like we went through view up, so whatever. That was just kind of the place I would think it could reverse. I mean, you could still see a reversal here, right? We might see a little hammer out. We'll see. Wait and see. Alright, and then one of the things that I was wanting to work on was trying to do things, or see things at a larger time. Oh, well, that's interesting. We did get some of that 50% mark, a little further than 50% really, right? Go back to that 5 minute. I was just measuring this big move. Okay, we're a little past 50%, 61% maybe. I don't know. It could get a little lower. You know, 61% happens to be also where that volume profile low is. 70% of the volume for the day, right? There's the low. Anyways, just boop, boop, boop. 30 minutes weird looking. Huh. Anyways, looking at NQ, no reason to jump in yet. Right, signal's not, it's saying we have room to continue lower. Let's see what ES is saying, because no, ES is also saying the same sort of thing. Alright, it looks like the conference is starting. ES kind of looks like it's trying to make a decision. And when you kind of zoom out, like NQ also looks like it's trying to make a decision. ES now below all of these different lines, so the 10 EMA, the 20 EMA, and the VWAP. So it's gonna have to make it back above those, which is tough. Sorta, you know. Is it really that tough? I don't know. Good job drawing a line, Ellen. So cool. Alright. Yeah, see, price action. Moving about. Delta, not really. I'd like to see a nice retest down here with Delta somehow staying up there. I don't know how I would do that, but that's what I would like to see. You know, because today, right now, it just seems like we're in a little bit of a channel, maybe slightly more bullish on ES. Both charts showing a heavier agreement of price, a little bit higher than where we are right now. Of course, that can change throughout the day. Absolutely. But, you know, we are well below the 10 and the 20 here on NQ's 5-minute chart. VWAP all the way up here. But, I mean, we would definitely, I would expect to see, if we're going to reverse, a little congestion as we hit these EMAs right here. Sitting at around 80 before continuing up, but we might not see that at all. Like, it might just continue down. That's also a distinct possibility. Okay, I'm just gonna, alright, yeah, we're like literally in the middle of nowhere. So weird. Look at that, Delta. Suggesting we should just go lower. Huh. Okay, well, make a new frickin' high and let Delta not go with you. I'd be cool with that. That'd be cool. I would take it. Maybe this is just what like the news looks like. It looks like people being like, I don't know what to do, so we're not gonna do anything. Such a waiting game. Sometimes, right? I mean, all the time, right? Really. All the time we are waiting. Waiting for... This reminds me of Titanic, right? Waiting to die. Waiting to live. What is it? Waiting to die, waiting to live, waiting for an absolution that would never come. Yep. Huh. Anyways, I watched Titanic a lot as a child. Something I did with my time, and now you know. Delta's showing a little tiny bit of strength. Both charts in agreement. A little tiny, oh wait, no, I lied. Yes, kind of sticking to a little bit more of a constrained channel there on Delta. It looks like it's about to push. Alright, so NQ, like I was saying, if it was going to continue down, it's going to reverse off of these little babies. That 10 and that 20. So if you wanted to get embarrassed, that would be the moment right now. What I am seeing is Delta attempting to float up, which to me means we might get past and above this 10 and this 20 EMA. And then we could squeeze into the VWAP. ES, yeah. What we want to see is a close above these 10 and 20 EMAs. Form a really nice, a really nice Morningstar reversal if we can, right? But still almost 2 minutes left on this candle, so let's see what happens. If we do get a really nice Morningstar reversal, like, I would be totally happy to take some stuff bullish. But I'd really like to see it close above that 10 EMA. That is one thing I would like to see. Ooh. 1 minute left. Bum 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 ba bum. Bum 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 bum. Insurance. 28 seconds. Okay, we got a close above that 10 EMA. If I was trading just candlesticks, you would do, you could do a stop limit above with a stop below. So that would be 57 on ES, 57 46. So it's like a 10-point move target at 57. So targeting 67. It's doable. It's possible. Okay. I do like this. You're gonna keep going lower. That's fine. Keep going lower. Huh. This is so funny. Okay. All right. We are in on one contract for NQ right now. I just want to see where all these targets are. Okay. If we hit VWAP, I will move. I'm going to move this up. And VWAP on the range chart, really. Could I be in on 2 contracts? I think I could be. 61 to 31. I could be. Alright, well. Okay, we are in on 2 contracts now. Let's see. Uh, 85? Yeah. Maybe we can sell one at 85. 38 would be a stop for 1. It's totally gonna stop me out. Yeah. There's 1. 60. 30. So there's the other one. All right, we were just wrong. Just wrong. So, all right, that was a bummer. You know, nothing about this trade said we're just gonna crash through. On ES it might have. Yep. Yes, it did. So that's tough. I'm curious to see if maybe we can get something back. I really feel like I should be trading ES for nowadays. Gosh, so annoying. 5 points. 5 point. Seems like a teeny tiny stop and all that. But 5 times 50, 250 times 4, yep. Oh no. No, I wanted to be at a 2. Dang it. Well, needed to sell market 2. All right. Turds. All right, well, made a mistake there. That's very frustrating. Yep. All right, well, I guess I have to call it for the day. Always frustrating to see days like this. Let's just see. See if we can get just a little back. Interesting volume. You know? Go a little lower. A little lower. All right. Got a little teeny tiny back. What was that? 125? All right. Screw it. That was very frustrating. Okay, so maybe some lessons to be learned today. When it's crazy, don't keep trading NQ. Oh, see, look at this. These are signals to go long. Which, I mean, maybe that's like, even if you have like a 40-point stop, right? So, all right, well, that's where we're at today. ES and NQ in complete disagreement. Maybe try trading ES a little more. All right, that's fair. I'll take it. We'll trade it a little bit more. See where we can get to in our lives. Just tough market out there today for me. Maybe not for you. I hope you all had a great day. And I will probably see you tomorrow unless I feel like total crap, at which point I will not be trading. But maybe, right? Maybe. All right. Farewell.